Hello, 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 hello. I want you to like this page and share it. Got a message for you today. Your voice matters. Want you to like it and share it. I'm telling you, I have been having such an incredible response from people, not only nationally, but around the world, who feel, hey, you know what? I got a voice too. And I want my voice to count. I want my voice to have an impact. I want to change people's lives with my voice. I want to use my voice to create a different kind of business experience for my customers and be able to go to the next level. And so it's just been rewarding to have people that identify with your passion of wanting to make a difference and make a greater impact. And so if you're one of those individuals, I want you to put voice in the comment. We got a message for you called Your Voice Matters. And I got a message that I think will inspire you to begin to look at yourself differently, because this is a time that we're reflecting on a whole lot of stuff, a lot of things going on. And I hope that you had a great Thanksgiving time and experience with family members and friends virtually. I didn't have any of my family members come over except my daughter Ona. She came by. Oh boy, you got to pray for some people. I said she did keep her mask on the whole time. Yes, I had a wonderful time with her and my son John Leslie. He kept his mask on. And it was a good experience, very relaxing time. But I think as we look at where we are right now, a lot of people are fired up about Black Friday. I'm going to have a Black Friday too. I'm going to have one where I'm going to make an offering to you that you can participate. I decided that I thought about there are people who are going out in a mad rush to go buy things. Go buy things. And I'm looking for a few people who want to invest in themselves, who want to move their lives from where it is now to where they want to go, who are not just caught up in the materialistic things and trying to get a discount on things. There's no discount or shortcut on success. And when I when I look at my life at 75, I am so glad I chose this path of self-development. It will amaze you the number of people who don't have a clue as to who they are. They say, yes, I do. I know my name. My name Albert. No, it's not. That's not who you are. That's just your name. That's not who you are. I'm not talking about who you are in terms of your name or what you do. Self-awareness is major. It's major. And if there's some things that people need, and I can't put it all in a 15-minute presentation, so I'm going to spread it out. But today I'm going to talk about self-awareness. So I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. There are people who need to hear this message. There are people who are inundated with all kind of negative activity day in and day out. So we have to really counteract that by having things that can empower us, things that we can listen to that would give us confidence and assurance and a sense of hope that we can make it through this. We need to be reminded of who we are, and that truth of who we are will set us free from fear, from anxiety, be anxious for nothing, from living a life that's consumed with reckless thinking, and then find a place of calm and peace so that we would be able to navigate through the experiences that we have now. So I want you to like this page and share it. And if you're one of those individuals that's looking to do something different with your life and want to have a life of significance, a life that has meaning and value, and you are willing to rob the cemetery of your genius, of your gifts, of your talents, of your abilities, I want you to put voice in the comment section. Put voice in the comment section. I have something for you. One of the things that happened for me yesterday, I'm a vegetarian. I had some turkey yesterday, but I'm still a vegetarian. I only eat turkeys that eat a lot of vegetables. We're taught you are what you eat. That goes for turkeys too. They are what they eat. So I ate a turkey that ate a lot of vegetables yesterday. Hello! And I had a good time. Yes, I did. Macaroni and cheese, stuffing. Homie had a good time. Candy yams up in here, up in here. Black-eyed peas. You got to have some black-eyed peas. That's for good luck. My mother every year on New Year's Day, my mother had some black-eyed peas. So why are you fixing black-eyed peas? If you want some money, boy, you got to have black-eyed peas first day of the year. And in our household, no woman can come to our house on the first day. I mean, they cannot come through the door first. A man has to come through. Then a woman could come after that. I mean, everybody who knew Mamie Brown, they knew that. Then if she had some of her female friends come over, they have to wait until a man come over and then come through the door, and then they can come through the door. I don't know what that was about, but I know we had black-eyed peas on New Year's Day every year. So we had some black-eyed peas yesterday and cabbage and collard greens. Oh, it was great. Didn't have any sweet potato pie. Didn't go completely crazy. I thought about it. I thought about sweet potato pie and peach cobbler. Oh, I mean, Mama used to fix a peach cobbler so good it'd make you slap somebody. Pow! Oh boy, he feels real good today. Yes, I do. So I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. I'm going to share some stuff with you that will have value. I hope, as I said, that you have a spirit of gratitude still that's carrying over, that you are thankful, and don't stop. Get up each morning, and what I do, make it a part of your ritual. And I write down 7 things that I'm thankful for. Yesterday was an interesting time. I called a variety of friends. Some of them I was able to get, some I wasn't able to get. And I thought about someone that I had not talked to in a long time. And I called to talk to him. The Nick with the solid kick. He was on Whammy in Miami. When I was in radio, I was a young kid, and I was the guy that worked the boards while he broadcast, and I watched him. The Nick with a solid kick. Boy, he broke records, and he was a very strong personality. Radio at that time was driven by personality. It was later interrupted with formula radio, where they took the personalities out. And so therefore you don't have to pay them as much when it's driven by formula, driven by music and commercials. So at any rate, I watched and I learned a lot of things from Nick. I studied him as well as I did other disc jockeys, Fred Hanna, Milton Butterball Smith, and Wow Man Steve. And I called and I left a message. He didn't call back. So I called back and left another message on the answering service, and something said, go online and see if Nick has a Facebook page. I did. I don't know if this has ever happened to you when you try and reach somebody that you haven't spoken to in years and just wanted to reconnect. And I found an obituary. He was gone. He was gone. I will never hear that voice again. The Nick with a solid kick. I learned so much about him. And the Nick is gone. I didn't even know, because we'd lost contact with each other, that he had passed. I knew that he was just outside of Atlanta in radio somewhere, and I was going to surprise him. And I got surprised. You ever had that happen? And my friend was gone, and I was not notified. I remember him telling me, one day, young buck, you're going to be real good, but you ain't good now. I'm the king here. And he was right. He was the king. He was very good. And I studied him and the other personalities in radio. Your voice matters. At that time, I was just a young guy who wanted to be involved in broadcasting. I wanted to entertain people. I listened to the disc jockeys and I learned different rhymes. This is me, LB Triple P, like the Nick with a solid kick. Here comes Wilson Pickett coming down the ramp like a natural born champ. I studied these guys. And I realized something yesterday, that your voice matters. One could have told me or Nick or anyone watching me as a young teenager sitting in the control room watching him, that my voice would matter one day, that my voice would be used in a different kind of way, to give people hope, to inspire people, to do something beyond just entertaining people. I didn't even know that I had the potential to do what I'm now doing, to live this life that I'm now living. I don't know you, I can't see you, but here's what I know about you. First of all, I thank God for you. And I can say to you, based upon my own experience, your voice matters. Don't discount yourself. Judge not according to appearances. Anybody looking at me and my life at that point in time, the circumstances in which I came up in Miami, in Liberty City, in poverty, no one could have ever predicted that I would be traveling around the world, that I would develop a level of consciousness and confidence and faith in myself and my abilities and credibility to speak to major corporations around the world. And I don't say this to impress you, but to impress upon you, your voice matters. Don't discount it because you can't see it right now. Eye has not seen, ear has not heard, nor has entered the heart of mankind what God has in store for you when you decide that your voice matters. When you decide, I am not going to take this voice with me to the cemetery. When you decide that I'm going to use my voice to bring about change, I'm going to use my voice to call attention to the things that I feel strongly about. I'm going to use my voice to promote my business, to attract customers, to make an impact, to be a voice of influence. T.D. Jakes is right. Nothing happens until it's spoken. Voices shape characters. It shapes you. The voice of Mr. Leroy Washington, it shaped me. Mr. Brown, do what I'm asking you to do. I can't, sir. Why? I just can't do it anyhow. Try. The other kid's saying he's Leslie. He's got a brother who's smart. He's DT. What's DT? He's a dumb twin. I am, sir. Don't you ever say that again. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Do you hear me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Up to that point, I had swallowed my voice. Up to that point, I didn't think my voice mattered. Up to that point, I just thought I was like everybody else. But there was something in me that felt different. There was something in me that, and I'm sure you've had this experience, where you felt out of place. Of all my brothers and sisters, of the 7 children that Mamie Brown took in as foster kids, there's only me that lived this kind of life. Why? I was hungry. I was hungry for something else. I wanted to do something else. I want you to write this down. Work on yourself. This is important. Self-development is major. Your voice matters. And who you are behind your voice is very, very important. Voices shapes characters, and your voice, you have the ability, if you work on yourself, if you work on your mind, if you work on your belief and increase your presentation skills, your voice can shape characters and influence cultures and build a business and attract customers. This is the attention economy. Your voice matters. You might not think so right now. What would I used to say, well, who would pay me? Come on. I don't have any college education. Who's going to hire me to do something I've never done? I never worked for any major corporation. I was discounting myself. Sometimes you have to believe in somebody's belief in you until your belief kicks in. Listen to me. Your voice matters. And it's worth you putting time, energy, investing in yourself. There are a lot of people going out Black Friday, catching things on sale. Guess what? You won't find success on sale. No. You won't find peace of mind on sale. No. You won't find tools that can eliminate anxiety and give you a life full of fulfillment and the things that you need that will allow you to cultivate and strengthen your faith and use your gifts that will make room for you in the world to make a difference, to make impact. That will not be on sale on Black Friday. It will not be. I'm telling you what I know. But don't worry about what the masses is doing in trying to get all the sales. Oh yeah, that's good. Fantastic. Good for them. Don't worry about them. Don't judge them. Judge not, according to appearances. No. That's none of your business. Just focus on you. In the midst of all this stuff, in the midst of all the disruptions, what are you going to do now with your life, with your voice, and the choices that you have available for you to rebuild your life or to restart your business or find a new relationship that's you, that resonates with you, that you can be yourself rather than being in a relationship where you're dying together rather than living together, living a lie. Your voice matters. The willingness and having the courage to speak up for yourself and to live life on your terms. One of the things that woke me up at 3:30 this morning, a quote that I'd said years ago, "Oh God, to reach the point of death, only to realize that you've never lived, only to realize that you never scraped the surface of your potential." I remember saying a few days ago to my daughter, Samaya, I said, I want to make a greater impact with my life. She says, Daddy, what else do you want to do? I said, I want to change people's lives. She said, you've done that. I said, I've done something, but it's not a true reflection of what I'm capable of. And I know, and some of you out there, as you get older, your kids, they talk behind your back. And I know they think I'm old and senile, and I should go someplace and sit down and watch Kobe Bryant 10 top game shots and the Shaq and Mike Tyson fights and other things on television. No, that's not me. No, that's not me. Now, I'm not going to sit around and watch other people live their dreams. That's not me. I don't care what y'all think. You could say I'm old and senile and my days past. What you think of me is none of my spiritual business. This is my life. My voice still matters, and I'm going to make an impact with it until I leave here. I'm not taking it to the cemetery. See, one of the things you have to do, Decory and Christian, two young men have a company called The Defiant Ones. There's a point in your life you have to be defiant. And to yourself, to say, no, don't fall in line. No. Put your foot down. Don't be like everybody else. No. Don't be a wimp. No. Don't make choices that don't represent the highest that's in you. No. Don't hang around people who ain't going anywhere and ain't doing nothing. See, you know, a friend of mine just gave me some great advice. Sam Axelrod, boy, he was just an incredible man in my life. I call him a Jewish wise man. He said, Leslie, this is a usable world. And if you don't use it in the right way, it's a cruel world. And my other Jewish friend, Jerry Jackson, said, yes, this is a usable world. And if you don't use it in the right way, the world will use you in the wrong way. Wow. This is a usable world. And if you don't use it in the right way, if you don't use your gift, if you don't answer the call on your life, if you're not positive and productive, this is energy. We are energy. You either constructive and productive, or you are destructive and sabotage yourself. If you don't use your talents, abilities, and skills in the right way, you will be used by life in the wrong way. Haven't you seen people who had talent, genius, went to early graves because they abused themselves with drugs? People say drug abuse. Drugs have never been abused. The people who take them abuse themselves and take themselves out. I remember a young lady, she was so talented. Millenniums don't know anything about this lady. She had a voice. Linda Jones, hypnotize. You make me hypnotize. Oh my God. Boy, she had only female I ever heard hit a falsetto. She had a voice. She left there early, making wrong choices. We all know people like that who had everything going for them. We see it in the headlines on a regular basis now. And they take themselves out now. You think about Prince, you think about Whitney. I remember thinking all the various entertainers that I knew who they took themselves out. They took themselves out. Had all kind of talent. They took themselves out. All the millions of dollars took themselves out. And so when you look at yourself, look at your goals and dreams, here's what I know. I'm going to end up on this. If you find 2 or 3 things that you do well, that make you stand out now, that you can monetize, that's you, that's your passion, that's your gift, that you love it, it's something that you love so much, you do it for nothing, but you do it so well that people will pay you to do it. The first time when I think about The first part of my life, I spent it doing a lot of volunteer speaking. Dr. King did I Have a Dream more than 200 times. The first part of your life, you spend learning. The second part, you cash in on what you learn. At this place where I am at 75, listen to me. I know what it is to overcome the odds. I know what it is. I know what it is to lose everything. I know what it is to go through a foreclosure or be evicted or be fired. That's how I can tell you, don't allow that to define you. That's not who you are. I've made a lot of dumb, stupid mistakes where I've asked myself, what state of mind were you in when you did that? The world consists of the caught and the uncaught. I just thank God for his grace and mercy. I didn't get caught. But I've done some things. I look back. My God. Oh, God's hand was on my life. My God. I've had some close calls. Had two guys draw guns on me and didn't kill me. Had some close calls in my life. One of them I was saying, shoot, sucker, shoot. What would make somebody say that? Like I was Superman or something. Shut up. Can you believe I messed up my afro? Hold a minute. I know this guy to this day. We're friends now. K20. He pulled a gun on me. I said, shoot, sucker. And he did. He tried to shoot it and he couldn't get the gun to work. And I grabbed him by his afro and slammed his head up against a wall. And whooped it, gave him good beat down. I was a bad dude back in the day, and got in my car and my cousin, I said, take off, boo. He was driving. And I hear her say, what's wrong, man? What's that? I said, what do you mean, what's that? She said, man, I smell pee. And you peed on yourself. Oh my God! Man, you know what? When I told him to shoot, I guess my water broke when I heard the trigger click. Oh my God! Boy, God looks out for babies and fools. I was a pure fool. That's why when I look at these young people today, I understand. Because I've been there, but for the grace of God, there goes I. Listen, your voice can be used to make a difference. You're still here. My friend, the Nick with the solid kick, he's gone. He influenced me. He impacted me. He talked to me between records. He's gone. But you're still here. You can hear me. If you have something that you'd like to do, the Nick, he loved radio. Well, he'd play records back to back and talk smack. Look out, baby, this is me. Rain beating up against the window pane. I'm about to go insane thinking about you. This is the Nick with the solid kick. Then another friend of mine, Johnny Day, he have a young lady come on playing soft music behind her voice, and she said, hi, my name is Marie, and I go on all day with nothing on but Johnny Day. Listen, we're disc jockeys, millenniums don't know anything about that. Oh, but look, 75, these different eras that I lived through, the people I thought about this morning. I woke up around 3:30. The angels wake me up. I told them, you can wake me up at 7 or 9. You don't have to wake me up at 3:30, okay? All right. Tyrone, tell them they don't have to come at 3:30, but they did. And I thought about people I've met, been blessed. Sammy Davis Jr., Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, Joe Williams. I mean, millennials, they don't know anything about these people. Milton Berle, Jimmy Durante, good night, good night, good night, good night, Mitch Calabish, wherever you are. I mean, all these people that this little dude from Liberty City using his voice, who had a hunger to do something with his life, a hunger to take care of his mother. This little guy who had a hunger to buy her home. He was able to touch 3.2 billion people's lives around the world. Do you believe there's a higher calling for your life? Do you believe, in spite of your situation, in spite of your circumstances, there's a higher calling, there's something else, there's something you want to do to die a life of no regrets? Before you leave here, there's something you want to do? I'm saying, do it now. Your life matters. There are people who are dying from the coronavirus, not only because of high blood pressure and diabetes and obesities, but also that they don't talk about at the CDC. Toxic words, toxic lies, confusion. When you're exposed to toxic words, death and life is in the tongue, day in and day out. That can rob you of your health. That can turn your hair gray overnight. When you have somebody in your life telling you what you can't do, a friend of mine, Lauren Hudson, and she loved to sing, and I said, well, why don't you sing? She said, well, all my life, my sister said, you can't sing. Why don't you just shut up? You can't sing. And she listened to her. MIT did a study. So I tell you, you can't sing. Somebody else has to come along and say, you can sing, you can sing, you can sing. 17 times to neutralize at one time. You think all these negative things that people are watching and listening to day in and day out on the television, on the computer, and on this, it doesn't matter, doesn't take its toll? We need a voice in the chorus of the universe that's positive. We need some other voices. We need some other voices. We don't need witnesses saying, oh, ain't it awful? Oh, my God. We don't need anybody counting lies. We know the lies. We need some other voices that will speak truth to power. Other voices that will give people hope. Other voices that can create healing where there's grief. Other voices that will help people to know you can make it if you try. You can make it. You still have a voice. You got a pulse. Your voice matters, and it's needed. You're here to use it. How do you know? You'll be taking a dirt nap. You'll be taking a dirt nap if what you have wasn't required, wasn't needed. And when you take your dirt nap and you don't use your voice, you will live to regret it in your final moments, saying, oh God, to reach the point of death only to realize that you've never lived. You've never answered the call on your life, to use your voice, to live a life that will outlive you. Put voice in the comment section. Let me shape that voice. Let me bring it out. Let me show you how to use it to impact people and be a voice of influence and speak truth and healing and hope when there's hope in the future that gives you power in the present. Your voice matters. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I don't care what you say. I know. I know a thing or two. I've been on this planet for 75 years when you were just a dream in your parents' mind? Put voice in the comment section. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's Baby Boy. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure, as well as a privilege. God bless you. God bless your dream. Oh, I've just thought about something. That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I'm coming back with a special today. I'm doing a You Gotta Be Hungry seminar tomorrow. It's going to be a super Black Friday special. I'll tell you about it later. Bye for now.